My parents are walking out the door. Jennifer, my babysitter, is walking in. When the kids at my school talk about their babysitter, they're like, we made cookies, or she let me watch the Amityville Horror and she didn't even tell my parents. We made macaroni and glue art. But Jennifer does what she always does, which is she walks in the second my parents are gone. She makes a beeline for the rotary phone. She picks it up and she calls her boyfriend, Brian. And that's where she's going to be for the rest of the night. The only thing she's going to say to me is, don't be so loud. So I go upstairs and I read. I'm only 8 years old, but I have books instead of friends. I'd rather have friends, but nobody wants to be my friend, so I have books. And I am currently reading Sweet Valley High, which is about identical twin sisters who are blonde with blue eyes, and they're thin. Like, I'm 8, but I just want to get a head start on hating myself on all the other girls. And what I don't know, and what Jennifer doesn't know, is that coming down the street is a house with chicken feet. And at the top of that house is Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is 200 years old, and she loves to do one thing, and that is to eat people named Jennifer. It's the early 80s. There is no shortage of people named Jennifer. When she finds one, she drags the Jennifer to her swamp and opens her massive jaw and eats Jennifer. And I hear a noise, and I look up, and there, on my front lawn, is the house with chicken feet. And Jennifer, my babysitter, is happily going up the ladder, and Baba Yaga is beckoning her up. And I'm banging on my window, and I'm saying, Jennifer, stop, stop. But she doesn't even look. The door slams, and the house with chicken feet begins to walk away. And I'll confess, I do have a moment where I'm like, do I need to save her? Like, who's gonna miss Jennifer? Like, Brian maybe, but like her parents didn't even care enough to tell her about Baba Yaga, so how much do they care? I don't know. But then I like picture my parents coming home and asking where she is. So, okay, I have to save her. So I run outside after the house with chicken feet. But I haven't gotten very far before an old man says, help, I need help. And I stop and I say, I'm trying to save my babysitter. And he says, no, I just have a question. I've had this pair of funky shorts that still fits for 32 years, and every time I get rid of old clothes, I can't do it. What should I do? I don't really want to help him. I'm trying to save Jennifer, but he looks so sad, and he's wearing the shorts. They have so many holes. There's sort of more holes than shorts, and I'm concerned that he's going to get in trouble with, the police. And so I say, sir, I think you should just cut a little piece of your shorts, just maybe this much, and then you should frame it, and you should put it on your wall. And then every time you walk past it, there's your pair of shorts. They will be with you forever. And the old man says, I like it. I'm going to do it. In fact, I am so grateful for your excellent advice. I'm going to give you something. Now, I'm going to need your help. Don't worry, this is voluntary. Please look in your bag and show me something that has no screens, no batteries, no technology. Show me something with yes. What have we got? What is it? I don't really wear lipstick. I'm like, oh, it's a pen. The old man hands me a lipstick, and he says, I have more at home, so I'm all right. You can have this. Listen, this is magic lipstick. If you get in trouble, you throw it over your shoulder, and boop, you're going to be fine. I don't really want the lipstick, but I take it. I put it in my bag, and I run after the house with chicken feet. But I haven't gotten very far before a person says, hey! Oh, no. Hey, I need your help. What? We wonder about selling our Toronto house, knowing our children will never be able to buy. But are we ready to leave? What I want to say to her is, I am 8 years old, but what I say, here's what I think. I think you should sit down with your children and say, do you love this city? Do you want this house? Or do you want me to sell this house and give you the $8 million that it will go for? And then you'll know, right? The person says, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna talk to the kids. They're only 5 and 6 right now, but we're gonna start the conversation. And in fact, I like it so much, I'm gonna give you something. So once again, I need your voluntary help. Please show me something. Yes. The person hands me a gold pillbox. In my head, I'm like, maybe you need this, but okay. They say, this is magic. If something bad happens, throw it over your shoulder and boom, you're gonna be fine. So I take the pillbox and I run after the house with chicken feet, but I haven't gotten very far before a little girl stops me. She's even smaller than me. She's only 5. I want help, she says. So I stop. How do I get better at sports, especially if I've sucked at them my whole life? I really want to know, she says. And I say, well, first of all, you're only 5, so I don't know how long you could have been bad at sports. Here's my advice. If you want to get better at sports, pick the one you love the very, very most. And don't even care if it's like one that other people don't want to do, like fencing or polo. Just do it. And do it every day. Because the thing is, that's how people get better at stuff. They do it every single day. People think they can like show up to the fencing and then they're suddenly the best person in the world at fencing. That's not how it works. Mozart was really good at piano because he just did it constantly, like 18 hours a day. The little girl says, okay, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna give you something. I need your help. Amazing. This fan is gorgeous. Thank you so much. Can you hold it way up so everybody can see? This is my mom's fan, but I'm giving it to you, she says. It's magic. If anything bad happens, you throw it over your shoulder, and then you'll be okay. So I take the fan, and I run after the house with chicken feet, and I come around the corner, and there it is. The house with chicken feet is stopped, right there in the park. I can see Jennifer way up high in the window. And I say, Jennifer, get down here right now. she happily climbs down the ladder. And I grab her hand and I say the only thing in the world that I know will get her to come with me, which is, Jennifer, Brian needs you. And we run. Now, Baba Yaga figures it out pretty fast. And she is furious. I don't know if you're like me. Every once in a while, I'll be walking down the street and somebody will have takeout that smells like the most wonderful, perfect food that has ever existed in the entire world. And I know I'm only 5 feet tall, but every once in a while I'm like, I could take you, and I could take your takeout, and I could go home with it. That's what I've done to Baba Yaga. I have taken Baba Yaga's takeout, and I'm running away with it. She makes a terrible sound, and I need your help to recreate it. I'm going to count to 3, and then I want you to make the most awful howl you can. 1, 2, 3. It was exactly like that. So Jennifer and I are running. We are running as fast as we can, but Baba Yaga is catching up. And I remember I have the lipstick. So I take it and I throw it over my shoulder, and boom, there is a wall of 1,000 lips. And the lips are shiny with lipstick. They are unattached to a face. They make a sort of slimy sound as they go against each other. Baba Yaga stops at the wall of lips. What's this? And we think it's going to be okay. But then she opens her massive jaw and eats all of the disgusting lips. And so Jennifer and I continue to run. She's running a little bit slower because now she has all those lips in her stomach, but she's still catching up with us. I remember what the second thing is, but I wonder if you remember what the second thing is. I definitely remember. It was a pillbox. Thank you so much. I definitely knew that's what it was. I remember that I have a gold pillbox from a person who probably still needs it. I feel bad. I take the pillbox and I throw it over my shoulder, and boom, there are 1,000 psychiatrists. But not the good kind of psychiatrists. These are the kind of psychiatrists where you walk in and you're like, I feel kind of and they're like, here's 8 prescriptions. I have more clients I need to see and a yacht I'm thinking of buying. So Baba Yaga stops. What's this? And we think we're going to be okay. But she opens her massive jaw and eats all of the psychiatrists. Now inside her belly are 1,000 disgusting lips and 1,000 bad psychiatrists. But she's still catching up with us. We're running and running, and I'm scared to throw the beautiful fan, because that's all we have. There's nothing else. If that fails, then Jennifer and I are both going to be dragged to the swamp. We're both going to die horribly. But I don't know what else to do. So I take the fan and I throw it over my shoulder, and boom, there is Frida Kahlo. Standing tall and stern and amazing. She's just standing there, not doing a thing. Baba Yaga says, "What's this?" and begins to open her jaw. And Frida Kahlo says, "Listen, you seem lonely. Like, I've been watching you. You just seem like a really sad, unhappy, lonely person. And maybe you've been to a bad psychiatrist who just shoved you full of pills, but I am here to say maybe what you need is a fucking friend. What I'm here to say is, let's go and have some coffee." Baba Yaga's jaw continues to open. And then it closes. "All right," she says. And Frida Kahlo reaches out her hand, and they walk off together. And I don't waste a second. I take Jennifer home, and we make chocolate chip cookies, and we watch the Amityville Horror, and we make macaroni and glue portraits like they're of Brian, but we're doing art. And from then on, every time Jennifer comes to babysit me, it's wonderful, and I love it. And every once in a while, as the house with chicken feet runs by our house, I can hear Frida Kahlo and Baba Yaga laughing together. Thank you so much.